And another thing that I wanted to mention, this one here, I don't know what it is. These make my eczema flare up. Oh my god. Hey everyone, welcome back. So in my last video, I actually mentioned that I was thinking of doing a tanning overview video. Definitely try my fair share of fake tanners. I don't currently have any fake tan on at the moment. I just have a darker foundation on that doesn't actually match me. I think I still may have some left on my arms, but to give you a reference, this is usually how pale I am all over my body. During winter, guys, if I don't have any tan on, I am Casper the Friendly Fucking Ghost. So over the years, I've definitely had some tanning mishaps, particularly at events, movie premiere kind of thing, and I was literally fake tanned from mid shin to ankle, just because that's the only part of my leg that you saw. I was single at the time, clearly. And then I think it was the Marc Jacobs event that I went to in Sydney a couple years ago at this point, and my thumb was completely like rubbed off. There was no tan on there at all. I must have just completely missed it when I was going like this with my mitts. Such a mess. And I've even had people like my fucking friends call me a Dorito because I look orange as fuck. Even my barber, one of his co-workers was like, "Oh, did you tan?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Looks really orange." And I was like, "Thank you." I thought it was like a joke, but no, I really was orange and I thought I was stunning. In today's video, I'm gonna go over all of the fake tanners that I have tried. I've got a whole bunch of them here. The very first tan that I ever used was, I'm pretty sure it was Bondi Sands. I don't have that bottle here, obviously, because it was like 6-7 years ago. But I remember that the Bondi Sands colors were a lot different then to how they are now. Colors have definitely come a long way. So the next best thing that I have is the Loving Tan 2-Hour Express Dark. Now this is for medium to dark skin tones. I'm clearly not naturally a medium to deeper skin tone, so this went orange. I look like Jared Blandino from Too Faced with a bad fake tan. And even though it says a natural olive color, quick dry, the one thing that I hate about tan is when you first put it on and then your body just starts sweating. I don't know what it is. As soon as fake tan hits my body, just all of the water in my body just likes to leave it on the fucking surface. I don't know what it is. It definitely doesn't set down as quickly as it claims to. When it sets down, it is completely, like, you can go like this and it does not feel like anything is on the skin at all, which is what I really liked about it. 2-Hour Express, absolutely. Sometimes I would even sleep in it overnight, but usually 2-Hour Express or 1-Hour Express tanners actually stop developing after that first initial time period. I know parabens, there is no alcohol in this. What I did notice was the fact that it would turn a lot darker on my hands, my elbows, and my knees, and I absolutely hated that. So I remember having to put moisturizer on those areas, really loading myself up on the moisturizer, and then putting this on, and then praying to God that it doesn't come out fucked. Sometimes it would go the opposite way, where those parts end up being too light because they are too moisturized. It's just fucking mess. Pretty much ended up discontinuing use of this. Other product that I tried from there was their face tan. So it has a very similar color to this, super saturated. It was a little bit too orange for me. It just felt like a moisturizer. So it's like a cream, like, I don't have the tube with me. It's like a squeezy cream. You squeeze it out into your fingers, you just rub it into your face, and it just starts to develop. The other thing that I noticed with face tans or like tanning waters that like you can put on your face, as soon as I start using my cleansers and my exfoliators and my chemical exfoliators and that kind of thing, it pretty much takes the color off like that, like within a day. Now what I do is I just take my fake tan that I currently use and I just pop that all over my face, and that lasts a couple of days longer. I don't think it broke me out either. This was a couple years ago now, so I don't think it broke me out. Then I went back to my Bondi Sands Ultra Dark. I currently still have 2 bottles of this still in the shrink wrap in my bathroom because I still need to get through it. Don't currently use this one. I have found another one that is like my absolute holy grail. I'm obsessed with it. I think everyone at this point knows about Bondi Sands. Color is really nice. It's quite natural. The only thing that I don't like about it, aside from the fact that it's sticky as fuck when you put it on and you kind of just got to deal with it, the color, like, it's gorge once it develops and you wash it off. Oh my god, stunning. As it starts to lighten, it gets really patchy. It kind of makes you look yellow, a little bit, just like a little bit jaundiced, and I'm not trying to look like I have liver failure. So after a few months of using the Bondi Sands, I was then put onto the Tanologist Express Tans, Louis Tomlinson's sister, like the one from One Direction. This is the Self Tan Mousse in Extra Dark. Remember it looking quite natural. It dried quite quickly, like to the touch. Within like maybe 5 minutes, I could like freely walk out of the bathroom and not have to think that I'm gonna get this everywhere. To be honest, I don't really remember much about this. I obviously haven't reached back for it. It does not have any scent to it. The Bondi Sands one obviously smells of coconut. We all know the Bondi Sands smell, and to be honest, this has ruined a lot of coconut things for me, especially Malibu. The Loving Tan one doesn't have much of a scent either, and that's what I really liked about this. This didn't smell that harsh at all. Self-tan eraser and primer. Now, I have used the Bondi Sands tan eraser as well. I think I preferred this one here. I've only used this one a couple of times. But basically, you apply it pretty much the exact same way as you would your tan, but you just put it in your hand. You don't have to put it on a mitt. And you put it all over your body, apply it quite liberally, and then within about 5 minutes, you go and have a shower. It's not a complete eraser. It doesn't completely get rid of all of your tan. It just lightens the tan color. And I noticed that about the Bondi Sands one as well. In fact, the Bondi Sands one, I think maybe like it didn't really strip that much of the color off of my skin. This isn't a skin bleaching product. This isn't a lightening product like anything like that. It's nothing like that. These are basically just a nicer way of removing your tan and nourishing your skin without scrubbing at it with like an exfoliating glove or something like that and trying to get all of it off. The next one that I tried, and to be honest, like I don't know if you can hear this. Not that much left in here. This is the Tan self-tanning foam. I actually really liked this. This was probably one of the most natural tanning products that I have used. I actually really loved the application of this. The application was perfect. It was seamless. It didn't go patchy. Found that the Loving Tan one went more patchy than any of the others, to be honest. This is in the shade Ultra Dark as well. The color was on point. The only thing that I noticed that as it started to lighten and come off, it would leave my skin with a little bit of like a yellow tint to it, and I didn't like that. Didn't smell of anything either, I don't think. Hold on. Faint scent to it, but it doesn't smell like coconut or anything. Like, it's definitely not scented, which I love. Now, moving on to a brand that, to be honest, I've used before. I've used a lot of their tanning products before, but never this up until recently. Saint Tropez. This is the Bronzing Mousse Self-Tan in Dark. This is the darkest tan that they have. I don't think they have extra dark or anything like that. This is quite full still, so I haven't really used it. I think I maybe used it once or twice. Nice, but reminded me of the Bondi Sands. Okay, it doesn't have too much of a scent, doesn't smell like coconut or anything like that. The application was nice on this, and like I said, it has a little bit of a scent, nothing too strong or dramatic. I don't really have much of an opinion on this one. It just was like, eh. Yeah. Tan, Uber Dark, Violet Base, Fake Tan. So I was using this tan for maybe like 6 months or so. Like, I really liked this tan. What I found with this tan was that it dried down quite quickly. It wasn't really sticky once I applied it. Didn't have much of a scent. Loved that. I honestly get headaches when I apply the Bondi Sands one, so anything that is like scent free, fragrance free, I'm like, give it to me. The only thing that I didn't like about this is that it is very violet. Like, I naturally have like a neutral undertone to my skin, so I tan and get very olive in summer, but in winter I am very fair, which I'm sure you're probably thinking, Jacob, what the fuck? I have a lot of bronzer on right now. This is so violet. Like, as soon as you put it on, it looks gorgeous, it looks brown, whatever. And then as it oxidizes and starts to set, it actually goes purple. Like, you look like fucking of that bitch Violet from the Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory that starts rolling and shit eating blueberries. Like, was that her? Yeah, I wouldn't recommend wearing this during the day and letting it develop unless you are literally not leaving your house, because if you do, you will look insane. Personally, wore this one at nighttime before I go to bed. However, it's this final one that I can wear this out during the day and it looks absolutely gorgeous. So this is the exact same formula as this one here, Uber Dark, but this is the Ash base. It says that this is for fair skin tones. I think I would honestly recommend everyone always going for a product that says that it's made for fair skin tones, because that means more than likely never going to turn orange. This Ash base is literally the best. Every single time that I put this on, I have people saying, oh my god, like, are you tan right now? Because everyone knows that I fake tan. They're like, are you tan right now, or is that natural? And when I tell them that it's fake, they're like, oh my god, it's really nice. I've gotten so many people onto this, so many of my family and my friends onto this, because it looks so fucking natural. Like it gives you the color and the bronze glow that you want, but it doesn't look orange. When this oxidizes and it sets down, I literally just throw a jumper on, trackies, like some good socks, and I'm good for the day. It dries down quite quickly to the touch, and even when I just apply it, it just looks amazing. It looks like I've already had tan on and it's already developed and I've already washed it off. As you can tell, I really like tans that have a neutral undertone to them. I don't like anything too cool and pink and violet, and I don't like anything that's yellow and olive because it just looks green and disgusting. Gone through, I think, 6 or 7 bottles of this within the last year during COVID and whatnot. That's when I was kind of testing all of these out. I was like, I'm in ISO, might as well try out a new fucking tan. What's new on the board? And another thing that I wanted to mention, this one here, the Tan. I don't know what it is. These make my eczema flare up Oh my god, I can't even describe to you. Like, I literally break out in hives from these sometimes. Like, my skin just gets so fucking itchy, especially behind the knees, my elbows. Like, I had eczema when I was like a kid, when I was like between 3 and maybe 8 years old, and then I grew out of it. And these make my eczema flare up quite a lot. I don't know what it is. When I first apply them, they're completely fine, and then the next day after I've showered and it's all good, that's when the itchiness starts to settle in, and I just can't. I don't know if it's because there's like a preservative or a fragrance in these. If any of you guys have had that same reaction with fake tanners before, let me know. Let me know what works for you. This one here, I have not had that at all. Like, I haven't had any complaints with this. Like I said earlier, I don't really have a routine. I jump in the shower, get my green exfoliating mitt, scrub the shit out of my entire body, jump out of the shower, fake tan. Obviously, you want to like shower and shave before you fake tan. Make sure you exfoliate after you shave. Otherwise, you're going to get ingrowns. It's going to be really painful and it's going to end up really, really patchy. I don't even moisturize my skin or anything like that. The drier, the better. Usually that way the tan has something to grip to. With this, I don't find that my hands and my knees and my elbows get like way darker, like fucking this, for example. I dry my hair, I do my skincare, and then I fake tan over that. Whatever's left over on the mitt over my face once I've done my entire body. I recommend only doing 1 layer. I know some people that do 2 layers, 3 layers, 4 layers of tan. It is fucking ridiculous. When that shit starts to fade and crack, it looks like you have leprosy. It's fucked up. I suggest only doing 1 layer, but make it a good layer. Now, when you are doing your hands, please do not forget to go like this and then go over. Like, I literally grab the mitt, I go over my hands, I pull each finger, and then I go like this, and I just go over, and then I'm done. So that concludes my fake tan overview collection kind of situation that I wanted to come in here and talk to you guys about. I hope you all enjoyed this video and found it somewhat helpful if you are looking for fake tanners or you're interested in trying them. This is a topic that I get questions about quite often because I'm always fake tan. If you guys enjoyed this video, if you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Be sure to hit the notification bell. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok as well at AndThatsJacob, and I'm also on TikTok under Beauty News Official. I give you guys daily updates on new releases for beauty and makeup. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I will see you in the next one.